Seattle Real Salt Lake upended the Seattle Sounders at home Saturday, 1-0. RSL notched the game winner in the 61st minute thanks to a curling strike from winger Sebastian Saucedo, as a lackluster Seattle team failed to mount a threat to the visitors. Sounders head coach Brian Schmetzer said his team needed to realize the performance submitted was not good enough. "You have to be honest with them," Schmetzer said. "You have to say that goal we gave up was something we should have been better on. You've got to be honest with them that some of the chances they created we've got to be a little bit better on. You have to challenge them. That's what I did in there. I said, look, this is a tough time and there's only one way we can go, which is up. They have to put the work in and come prepared, not just physically, but mentally." Real Salt Lake scored the game winner just past the hour mark, when Saucedo cut in from the left wing and caught Sounders right back. Kelvin leered him off guard before curling a strike off Seattle keeper Stephen Fry's outstretched hand and into the far side of the net. The strike silenced the announced crowd of 39,508 at CenturyLink Field. Seattle's attempts to return fire were ineffective. The club took 9 of its 10 shots from inside RSL's penalty area, but had 2 blocked, 3 saved by veteran RSL keeper Nick Raimondo and 5 sailed wide of the goal. "We need to be creating more and better chances because we haven't scored," Schmetzer said. 9 chances inside the box and you can't score. What do you do? We had numerous chances inside the box and we can't score. Something has to break for us. May 26, 2018, Seattle, Washington, USA. Real Salt Lake defender Marcelo Silva, 30, goes up for a header against Seattle Sounders FC defender Chad Marshall, 14, during the first half at CenturyLink Field. Mandatory credit, Jennifer Buchanan, USA Today Sports. The Sounders have produced 3 goals from their first 5 home matches in 2018, an all-time low in the club's MLS history. Real Salt Lake managed to outpossess Seattle, holding the ball for 54.3% of the match. For Raimondo, the road victory, which brought the club to a 1-5-1 record in away contests this year, was a vindication for his side's hard work and preparation. "It was said all week that we had to do a better job," Raimondo said. "The commitment needs to be better, our defending needs to be better. I believe everybody that stepped out there did their job. We won our headballs, we won our challenges, and Saucedo had a wonder goal. The win was a statistical rarity for RSL. The club has struggled mightily on artificial turf surfaces over the years, including a 1-4 ledger in 2017. Saturday's victory at CenturyLink Field brought Real Salt Lake to a 1-0-3-2-1-8 record all-time on artificial surfaces. Things didn't improve in the late minutes for Seattle. An increasingly frantic attack lumped balls forward as center-backs Kim Keehee and Chad Marshall joined to play on the front line. But a composed Real Salt Lake defense rebuffed the Sounders' late attacks. The victory may provide momentum to Real Salt Lake, who will host the Sounders at Rio Tinto Stadium June 2. Seattle midfielder Christian Roldan said that he expects the return leg to prove challenging for the Sounders. "It's going to be a different game," Roldan said. "RSL is going to have even more possession. We would like to dictate tempo, but the reality is we're away, so we understand that it may be a different game. We may be defending for a little bit more, but at the same time, they're a bit susceptible on the counterattack. If we're sharp once we win the ball and play forward, we can get them on the break." Comments.